In today's new video, I'm going to share 3 rules for surviving prescription drug withdrawal. Stay tuned, I know you're going to find these helpful.
Who are you living for? What are they asking for? Trying to be everyone's favorite weighs you down every day while you parade in the frenzy. Be careful not to run far from home.
Hello there everyone and welcome back to The Lovely Grind. My name is Michael Preby and my website is lovelygrind.com. That's where you can find information about my coaching, my courses, and all of my blog posts. So I hope you'll visit that website, and I thank you for coming back to my YouTube channel and to today's video, which is going to give you 3 rules that I consider extremely important, crucial for surviving prescription drug withdrawal. So if you're having issues because of coming off of antidepressants or benzodiazepine medications, as I did years ago, then maybe these 3 pillars, these 3 tenets of approach will help you to survive not only in the near term, but to keep moving forward to the better future that you so desire. What is the first rule? The first rule, be mindful of your content intake, of your mental diet. What are you feeding your brain? What ideas are you putting into your head on a daily basis that then affect how your body feels and how you think about your situation and what you're experiencing and where you're headed? When a person is going through the process of getting off of prescription drugs, the mind, the psyche, is like a sponge. You can take in negative ideas and negative content, and they can very easily seep into your emotions and your thought processes and affect how you see yourself and what you're doing in your future. But by the same token, you can also take in positive, uplifting, encouraging ideas and content, and those things can then help you to move forward in a positive way, help you to put a more positive spin on what you're doing, and help you to envision a positive idea of where you're headed in this whole process. So maybe you've heard the quote, "You are the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time with." Right? And that's just getting at the idea that whoever we're talking to and interacting with on a daily basis, we absorb their ideas and their attitudes and their energy. And in this day and age where we spend a lot of time online, on our computers and phones, on social media, we're also the sum of all the content we look at. There's no way of getting around that. So if you're going through a taper or withdrawal process, be mindful of what you're putting into your head every day. The ideas that you're allowing into your heart every day. They affect your energy. They affect how you feel physically. Taking in the wrong content might increase intensity of any symptoms you're experiencing. If anxiety and health anxiety are a part of this for you, like they are for almost everyone, then be mindful if you're looking at content, researching symptoms, looking at things that might feed into that anxiety, therefore making it worse. Now, not all health content is bad, but if you find that it's increasing anxiety for you, or the particular locations you're looking at are increasing anxiety for you, then take a step back from that content. And by the same token, if you find yourself perhaps compulsively looking at what might be labeled as negative content, reading so-called horror stories, watching worst-case scenario videos of people describing their symptoms, or even looking through comment sections where the energy might be less than positive, be honest about that too and the effect it might be having on your emotions and your psyche. It might be dragging you down, so take a step back from that stuff as well. Now again, that's part of the challenge, is taking a step back from the negative or the things that might increase depression, stress feelings, or anxiety. The other part of the equation is then replacing that stuff and having a list of positive, uplifting, encouraging YouTube channels and podcasts and so forth to watch, listen to. That can be educational and that can be informational as well. But you have to be honest and say, okay, is there a nice mix of information and encouragement? And also you can find YouTube podcasts by preachers, motivational speakers, anything and everything that helps to put encouraging, uplifting content and ideas into your head and heart and keeps you moving forward. That's a good mental diet. So work hard to give yourself that. That's rule number 1. Rule number 2 for surviving withdrawal. Always believe that God is with you in this process. Remember that. It's important. Why is it important? Well, in part because this process can come with such otherworldly feelings of isolation for several reasons. You might think that no one else can relate to what you're going through because they haven't been through it personally. You might even think that those who have gone through it personally can't relate to what you're experiencing because your situation is too complicated and convoluted. You might even find it hard to interact with others when you're in their midst because you feel stuck in your own head all the time. And a lot of that feeling stuck in the own head might involve negative self-talk and self-condemnation, feelings of regret, and in general, stuff that just drags you down spiritually. So it's especially important to find not only support from those around you or support professionally, but a spiritual life that supports you. And when you invite God into your daily walk, then you're able to replace those feelings of self-condemnation with feelings of redemption, the knowledge of redemption, and feelings of love for others, and indeed love for yourself, understanding for yourself. You can replace feelings of fear with feelings of reassurance. And you can replace the idea of being lost with the idea of being on a path of healing, and one that is protected by something and someone a whole lot bigger than you. So instead of that sensation of just twisting in the wind, you can feel as if there is someone guiding you and directing you in the proper path, one of life, one of healing. Rule number 2, remember that God is with you each and every day, and He is never going to abandon you, and He is going to keep you on a path that is going to prosper your future, if you let Him. Rule number 3, never give up on yourself. Never give up on yourself in this process. If you do that, you're guaranteed to eventually have the sort of success that you dream about. Now, why is this important? Well, I think we have all experienced, those of us who have gone through the process of tapering medications, getting off medications, we've all experienced the darkness that this process can wreak upon a person and how it can drag down self-image. Right? And that includes time on the medications and anything that might come in a withdrawal process. There's a certain darkness of worldview and of self-image that is a part of these medications. And it's super easy to maybe give up on the idea of believing in yourself. Self-esteem takes a hit. So you have to work doubly hard during this healing process to believe in yourself. If you really want to reach a better future, you have to believe you're worthy of it, and that you deserve it, and that the steps you're taking day in and day out, even though there's challenges, the steps you're taking are leading you to that better future. Right? Find reasons you want to keep moving towards that better future. You have talents, potential, and a whole lot of good to look forward to. You no doubt have people in your life that believe in you. And even if you don't, believe in yourself. If you can do that, that is going to trump a lot of other challenges in this process and count for maybe more than anything. Keep believing in yourself and in the value of what you're doing. I hope you've enjoyed this video with 3 rules to help you survive withdrawal and keep moving forward in your healing. Remember, always keep believing in yourself. Always remember that God is with you in this process. And give yourself a good mental intake, a good mental diet. What you feed your head and heart are super important in this process, and I hope that my YouTube videos help with that a little bit. As always, remember to take care of yourself and your dreams, and please remember to visit lovelygrind.com for more inspiring content.